Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new series called JISTERS, where your favorite duo, the G Girls, ask our favorite Nollywood actors 5 questions. Okay?
So, on today's episode of JISTERS, we have the one and the only talented, the handsome Ken Eriks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. And so, our first question is for those who don't know, can you just tell them, like, who is Ken Eriks? Who is Ken Eriks? What are you about? All of that.
Ken Eriks is just the normal guy next door who happens to be an actor and an easygoing person. I am, okay, let me say I'm an introvert now because I've become an actor. I used to be an extrovert. I like life. I like making people happy. I like having fun. I like resting, and I like my work.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. And so, Ken Eriks, as you mentioned, you're an actor, and not just any actor. You're very well known. You're very talented. I can't stress that enough. Yes, you are. We love you so much. You're amazing. And so, if we could ask you, how did you even get into acting? What inspired you to pursue a career in the Nollywood industry? What's your journey and what's your story into becoming who you are?
Well, I actually have always had a flair for acting. Right from when I was a kid, I knew I was drawn to the television. I always got entertained whenever I was in front of the TV. And when I see actors do their thing, it draws me in and inspires me in a kind of way. I'm like, okay, I think I'm drawn to this. I think I want to be an actor. Prior to that time, I was singing. And because of that push, I studied theater in the university. I studied theater and film. And from there, after school, I started trying my hands on auditions, traveling to places, going to auditions, talking to people. Sometimes I get a minor role, sometimes I don't get at all, but I just kept pushing and pushing, and I thank God, here we are today.
Yes. So again, like how we've been saying, you're so talented. You're in so many movies. And whether you're watching on YouTube or Iroko TV, there's so many different genres of movies. So you can have your more traditional movies where you're in the village, yeah, or your more modern movies where you're in like the streets of Lagos. So tell us, like, yeah, what's your favorite type of movie to act in? Like, what's your preference? What do you like? What do you not like whenever you're acting?
Well, I'll say I have a preference. I don't have a favorite kind of movie. What draws me to a film is basically the script.
Okay.
If I read a script and I feel it has depth, I look out for depth, and I feel it has a message, and I feel it can challenge me. I also look out for scripts that challenge my work. Then I go for it. I don't necessarily look at the genre, whether it's a village film or it's a city film or it's glamour or it's historical or epic or action. No, I don't look out for that. But beyond that, I look at story, and then I look at who is handling what, because most times you have a good story. If it's not well executed, it makes a mess of the whole thing. Yeah. So I look at the crew members, who is directing, who is producing, who are the crew members, who is handling what departments and all of that. These are things I look out for before I go on set. But in all, there are some films that stresses the hell out of me, especially those village films with Tyra people of that.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, for us, the Gigas, our favorite movies, especially with you and them, are the village movies.
Why do they keep saying that?
It's just something about very authentic about it. It is the traditional feel of the movies, where either if you're the prince yeah, we love them. we love them so much.
Thank you. But the thing is that those movies are so lovely to watch and they are so entertaining, but making those kind of films can be hectic because you're dealing with you're dealing with the climate, you're dealing with rain or sun, you're dealing with the sandflies, you're dealing with insects, you're dealing with shrubs and bushes and all of that. But then we got to do what we got to do.
That's right.
Yes.
No one would ever know that you're going through all of that. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, Ken Eric, you even touched on this earlier, but besides acting, you also are very talented in other areas and fields, and you have other ventures such as music. We know that you even released some songs like "Thank You, Baba," like very recently. Yeah, and so we just feel like that adds another layer to show how talented and amazing you are. So can you speak a little bit about music? What makes you interested in showing the world that it's not just acting that I can do. I can also, sing and do other projects that are artistic.
Mhm.
Okay, let me shock you.
Okay.
All those songs of mine you saw that I just released were done before I became known as an actor. I did Inozukome, for instance, in 2011. Thank You Baba was around 2015, 2016. So, but those, they were basically soundtracks for movies, all of them. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then before I became prominent in acting, I used to do movie soundtracks, background sounds, and they would employ me to do that for them. I'll do that. Most of the movies I did soundtracks for, I wasn't even in the movie. I just did them. But I kept piling up these materials and keeping them and saving them, not knowing that someday I'll become known. So when I arrived at this position at this time, I felt maybe my fans would love to hear these things I've done over the years. It was just a gamble for me. I didn't even know anybody would like it or appreciate it. So for me, those things just came to the fore and I put it out. That's it.
Oh, wow. So are you still doing soundtracks for movies today?
I wouldn't say I've stopped, but I haven't done in like 2, 3 years. I've not done a soundtrack for any film. So all those songs I put out were old stuff, but I'm working on something now. I want to bring out a fresh sound.
Okay. Well, we're interested. Hopefully, like the G Girls will be the first people to hear it.
Trust me, you know that when it drops, you'll be the first to hear.
Yeah. Okay, so our next question is, as you know, Nollywood has evolved so much throughout the years, ever since like it's been started or it's making. And we wanted to know, in your opinion, how has Nollywood evolved in your own eyes? And I guess what advice would you give to any aspiring actor or artist who looks up to you as a role model and wanting to have a journey that looks similar to your own?
I would first I would say we have improved from where we used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Nollywood wasn't this, at least technically. I don't know about other aspects, but at least technically, even artistically, we have made some improvements, which I know we can always improve upon and capitalize on. So we're not where we used to be. Things are beginning to change. People are becoming more enlightened. Movie practitioners are beginning to get more exposed, more education, more training and work. You see, people are all over there in the diaspora, attending film schools, going for conferences, going for documentary classes and courses and all of that. And it's beginning to impact on the quality of work we put out here and the content of what we do. So for me, I think that's a great step. We are moving in the right direction. And as you can see, we're beginning to gain recognition even outside the shores of Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, one of a Nollywood movie last year made it to the Oscar, even though eventually it was disqualified. I mean, Lionheart.
Yeah.
But at least that recognition is there. They know that we are there, and if we weren't doing something good, they wouldn't take notice. So that's a plus for me.
Yes.
And I believe we can improve upon that with the quality of people coming in and training and all of that, and collaborations. A lot of collaborations help out.
Mm-hmm.
To my advice to anybody who aspires to be in this industry, I would say just first of all, have love for it. It begins with you having love for this. I want to do this thing, not because anybody does it, or because you want fame, or because you want to be all over people's faces, or let it be something you have. I think my network is, you can hear me, right?
It's going in and out a little bit.
let me my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Better now?
Better.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I just did a switch. So I don't know where I stopped. I don't know where at what point you lost me.
Giving your advice.
We're giving advice.
People that are aspiring artists or actors. Yes.
Okay, just let it be something you want to do because you have love for it. Let it be something you have passion for. Let it not be something you want to dabble into or experiment with. Like I hear people tell me, I want to try this your acting stuff. So I don't think that kind of mindset gets you anywhere or takes you anywhere in this industry. It must be something that drives you from within. So I always tell anybody, whatever will propel you to whatever heights in life must be something you love, because it's only something you love you can tolerate the ups and downs. You can take the disappointments, the frustrations, and everything that come with it. It's only something you love that will keep you coming back. Even when you have failed at it, you keep coming back. So when you have that love for that, then secondly is training. Training is very important. Gone are the days where you just believe you can walk in anywhere and become. No. There's need for training. Train yourself. It's not for anybody, for your own good. It makes your growth easier. What would take a layman, say, like 5 years to attain, with training, you can get there in less than a year, because already you know the ropes, you know what techniques, you know what to apply, you know what to do. So training is very important for anybody who aspires to be in this business. And then discipline and hard work. Acting is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You rehearse, you practice, you learn, you go online, you do classes. You don't necessarily have to go to a formal school to do classes. You can go online, you can learn, you can get tutors. I do that a lot. I'm running like many acting courses online on my own during the lockdown. That was what kept me busy. So you just learn. Make sure you're expanding your scope. Make sure you're acquiring as much knowledge as you can. As an actor, you should know a bit of everything.
Yeah.
You should read wide. You should be voracious with your reading. You should just get to know the nitty-gritties. And then you must be able to read people, to study human beings. You must be able to have an introspect, to be knowledgeable, to observe. Observation is very important as an actor. I'm walking down the street, I'm observing everybody's character. I'm observing how this person behaves, what motivates this person to act this way, how silly this person looks, how boisterous this person is. So all of those things add up. So as an actor, you must be very observant. You must work hard. You must make yourself available. It's very important. And then you keep trying, and success knocks your door.
Thank you for that. I love that. And we're hoping that whoever watches this interview will be inspired by the words that you're and the wisdom that you're giving us today. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, Ken Eric, we've reached our final question. This is the JISTERS challenge, right? So you know we're the G girls, and this is all about gist with our favorite Nollywood actors. And so, because you're creative, because you're talented, we wanted to ask you if you could come up with a short film involving the G girls and yourself. What would you title that film? And can you give us a brief synopsis about what it would be about, what our roles would be, and how it would end?
Oh my God, that's so spontaneous. Okay, the title or what the movie would look like?
Both, if you can.
The title might just be A Row with the G Girls.
Oh, okay. A Row with the G Girls.
A Row with the G Girls. I think that sounds like it.
Okay, and what would this movie look like?
Okay, the story might just be a happy-go-lucky one, where, for instance, it might just be an accidental situation. I never got to know those people before, and then I run into them and probably have them throw what they have all over the place, and then from there we got to introduce ourselves, and introduction starts, and then there's a row somewhere along the line, and then I'm in between. I don't know how to weave it.
So spontaneous and random.
Yes. Those are always even the most funny and most fun movies to watch as well. So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Ken Eric. This has been truly amazing. We've got to learn so much more about you. And this is actually our first episode of JISTERS. So we're so honored to have you as our first guest on this
Are
series.
you serious? I'm
Yes.
honored to be your first guest. I'm so honored to be here, and I appreciate what you girls are doing. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. But we
We love
truly
you
pray
so
that,
much.
yes, we love you so much. We truly hope that God continues to bless you. And
Amen.
we're literally every day we're looking for new movies, latest Nollywood film from Ken Eric. We're always watching your movies.
Yeah.
So we're going to be keeping our eyes peeled for the next movie you have coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
I just finished shoot 3 days ago, so just keep your eyes out there. You see them.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it as always. You're light, you're a pleasure to speak with. We really appreciate it once again. So thank you and God bless
I
you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Huh? Love you both. Thank you.
Love you. Take care.
Take care.